Hey guys and girls, Cass here, and welcome to your 100% free to win walkthrough guide to Arknights. In this walkthrough, I'm not simply going to show the stages and how I completed them, but I'm actually going to explain the enemy mechanics, the timings, the routes they take, and just to better help you clear them using whatever units you want to use. However, that said, this is a 100% free to play walkthrough. So absolutely everything that I'm going to be using will be units that we get from the game. The game gives you so many 3 stars and a couple of 5 stars, a couple of 4 stars that are 100% obtainable all the time. And that is the only units that we will be using. Units that you are guaranteed to have. If you don't see me get it on video, I'm not using it. I have lots of units from the starting 10 pulls, etc. From my recruitments. I use them for my base, I use them for morale, etc. I'm not using them for any adventure stages, anything that is actually direct combat, only in the base. So you will see that they are never leveled, they are never used in any stage that we do at all. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, now then, before we get into the combat, I forgot to say one other thing. This first part of the video will be the tutorial stages and chapter 1. So if you've already quit this, which is about the first 10 minutes of the game, just go ahead and skip straight to part 2, where we'll get into the later stuff. If not, all the videos will be tagged with the stages that they contain, and you can jump through and find wherever you need to be. I will also put in the description below, I will put timestamps for every single stage, so if you just want a specific one, just click on it. This part is in 200 speed, purely for the fact that they're not that difficult and they're quite slow for the monsters to come out, so it's sped up just to give you a cleaner, smoother experience. Our first stage that we're going to go with is stage 02. Okay, so here we have the little tutorial part. We're just skipping through there. It's telling you put in your medic. Not a big thing. We're deselecting the mage that we had in, and there you can see other units that I had. We're taking them out. These are the only units that you have at this point in the game, but they're the only units that we are using. Okay, so here we go. Now, the units are going to come from here and go to there. So the fastest and easiest chokehold is right here where we put down the Vanguard. Then we're going to just basically put in more DPS just to kill and clear from this chokehold. We don't really need a tank and we don't really need a healer, which is why I didn't really bother putting them in. Put in the healer just because why not? She doesn't really do anything. So there we go. Very fast, very easy. Stage 02 clear. Okay, on to the next. Now the reason I've included this whole section is because you actually get a lot of heroes through the tutorial stages. So this is just my way of saying, well, here you go. You get to see how I got the heroes, where I got the heroes. So this is the first hero that we get given next. He's a pretty cool ranger. So here we go. Sadly you can't skip that part. So here we got Rangers. Rangers is OP. If you didn't know, he's a very good unit. But oh no, he can't kill the guys behind him. So we're going to put in a new Ranger. There's really actually nothing here to do. The game tells you exactly what to do. There is only one way to do it. There are only 2 spaces, well actually 1 space, because Rangers is already in 1 space. There's only this space here where you can fix them. You'll notice that I have a gold mouse on my screen as well, here. That's the BlueStacks mouse, I can't get rid of that. But yes. Okay, so now we have a new hero, and Arknights. Sorry, probably butchering his name. I'm usually quite good at pronouncing stuff, but so we've added Arknights to our team because we've been given him by the game. In the future, what I'll do is when we get XP tokens, I will upgrade heroes immediately when we get them, so that we know anyone at level 1 we didn't get from the game, anyone that isn't level 1 we did get from the game and we can use. It just keeps it a lot simpler from my end. From your perspective it doesn't matter, you will have all the units that I'm using all the time. Well, again, really simple, really basic stage, not really anybody even talking about any of it. So here it's going to give us Jessica. This is the main reason we're including this whole section of the game. The tutorial section does not need to be a video. It's so simplistic and so easy. But once again, we're making a choke point as soon as the monsters come out. It's telling you, well, look, there's some aerial guys, but we've got 2 rangers, so who really cares? We're just going to nuke everything down. You could make your choke at the bottom at the end, but that just takes more time for the monsters to get down the screen to you. So here we got our first 4-star from the game, Jessica, who is, by the way, very, very nice DPS. So it's going to tell you, put Jessica in your team. You can see we actually have 2 other rangers there, Cruz and the Shuriken girl. They're from my starting 10 pulls, my reroll. Not that I rerolled. So we're not going to use them because the game didn't give them. That's why they're not leveled, that's why they're not put into a party. Okay, so you can see here, the monsters are coming out and we could make a choke here, and actually it's perfectly fine to make a choke here. Problem is, because you need to cover the top as well, Jessica is only going to cover down to this section, so if you make a choke here, you're actually losing out on Jessica's DPS. So it's better to have no choke at all and just let the monsters go through and get DPS'd as they come in. Now you could face Amia going this way, same way as Arknights, so she does more damage, but sometimes the monsters come down here and it's just easier to have Jessica and Amia both attacking them. It's quite simple though. Okay, so now it wants us to upgrade Amia. It's fine, do the super fast, click through everything, put in an XP, let's go. Back to the combat. I cut a lot of things, but not in this section because I want it to be very clear. Yes, everything that we've got was given to us by the game and you see it. Anywhere where there's no new things are popping up, I will cut between stages like that just to make it easier. So here again, you only have 2 units. There's only 2 places on the map you can put them. There's really nothing to do with that. Just put them down in any order you want, they kill stuff. That's simple. And we just got Fang, who is a very mediocre but nice Vanguard. She is a defensive Vanguard. Plume, on the other hand, is an aggressive Vanguard. All Vanguards are great because you need a lot of Vanguards sometimes. Vanguards are the first unit you want to be putting down because they bring a lot to the table. They give you they give you your deployment points. So we're putting in Yatu, we're putting in rangers to DPS the choke point whilst also being in range of any flying units coming out, and this is just building up our DP. You put in Hibiscus now, just because Yatu isn't very strong, she will take a beating. Now we're putting in some more supportive fire, just to help speed up when monsters get killed. We put Jessica in here facing this way because she can still kill the top angle, but she can also DPS the monsters coming out here. Now there wasn't really any more room to put anyone anywhere, so we just stuck in Amia just for an extra little bit to cover if for some impossible reason monsters got past. So there we got Plume. Plume is great. Plume is a DPS Vanguard. He does a lot of damage. His attack can become quite high. His skill, when you burn it, increases his attack. He's very nice. And also, he generates DP by killing monsters, not simply over time. So he's one of my favorite Vanguards to put down first. And on his own. Don't give him too much supporting fire, like I just did here actually. Because the monsters he kills gives you direct DP. But in this stage, because you're getting multiple monsters, Plume can only block one. Plume can only block one monster, so he does need more. There we see we've got Tank, we've got Fang. Fang can block 2 because she's a defensive type Vanguard, so we're perfectly fine. The amount of DPS we got around here got essentially three on the bottom, three on the top, with Mia and Jessica split between both lanes. Kills everything, no problems. So we didn't get anything new there. We're about to get a new unit in the next one. It wants us to once again do some stuff to Mia, tickle Mia a little bit more, because why not? Everyone loves Mia. Now we're gonna get Jurin. Jurin is a great unit, and she's severely overlooked. She is yellow, and I think that's a problem. Most people look at 1-star, 2-star units and go, no, I want a 6-star, I want a 5-star. Jurin's stats are not bad at all, and she does very reasonable damage. You will see later on in videos, I use her a decent bit, not all the time. She kind of does fall off later on, but when you need a single target magic damage, she is good. Obviously you have a Mia, so it's more a case of when you need 2, but she's still very usable. So now here, it wants us to take a supporter, but we're not going to, because we don't use supporters. We only use our monsters and the monsters that it gives us, because I can't guarantee that you have this supporter that I have, so I'm not using it. Okay, so here is the first encounter where it just said, look, we've got a shield guy. Shield guys, tankier guys. Basically the way the game works, the higher defense a unit has, the less damage they take.
Oh,
and
really?
If your attack, your physical attack, is less than their defense, you do, I think, minus 70% damage. I might be wrong on that one, but basically, if something is higher defense than your attack, physical attack, you do almost no damage to it, and magic damage is the only way to kill it, really. So that was a very simple run again. Once again, we made a choke, we made 2 lines of damage, and we killed stuff. This is another highly overlooked OP unit that the game just throws at you, called 12F. So we got Jurin here doing her thing, popping off, but obviously she can only kill 1 unit at a time, so we need some more damage. 12F is like Jurin, but he's an AoE caster. So even though I think Beagle can block 3 enemies, and even though sometimes it looks like there's more than 3, 12F is AoEing them down to the point where they actually die before they build up too much and pass through Beagle. And you'll see that a lot. Okay, well, that's the end of part 1, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked it. Like I said, very quick run through the tutorial stage, and now we'll move on to part 2. So, see you in the next video.